Okay, I'm going to respond to some comments. Was I upset? No, not really. But sometimes people say things, and I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. However, YouTube holds me accountable for the words in these comments. So, just so you know. And the first thing I want to talk about is people are asking me why I don't do my nails anymore. Well, I got so many comments about phony nails and me spending $75 a week to have my nails done. I just stopped taking care of them. I've never had a manicure in my life. These were my real nails, and everybody who meets me knows it. But random people who've never met me, don't know me, make one comment, and I just got tired of it. So I'll get back to doing my nails when I feel like I can do them. The other thing is, I think I blocked someone that was a member accidentally. And it was about a comment. It was a very super long comment. I considered it a political comment, but it was full of misinformation. I mean, really not good information. So I'm going to start out with saying this comment, my interpretation of it, the way I read it, the way I understood it, and because I'm dyslexic, I have to read it 2 or 3 times, stated that the Supreme Court wrote a law criminalizing van life and homelessness. That is totally incorrect. Congress writes the laws. The Supreme Court interprets the Constitution to find out if a law is within the constitutional boundaries. Grants Pass, Oregon, started criminalizing homelessness. Someone sued them. After several years, it got to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court stated that that city could criminalize homelessness. They didn't write a law. They said that city could criminalize homelessness. That's what the people in Grants Pass wanted to do, and that's what they did. From my understanding, remember, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not legal, but I looked this up because I immediately knew the Supreme Court did not write laws. I already knew that. And most of us should know that. But if we don't, I just want to correct the misinformation. And I did accidentally block this person. It was just too political for me. It should have been removed and not blocked, so it was my mistake, and I apologize. But it's not good to say those kinds of things, particularly when they're so far out of line. You really need to understand what you're saying. The other thing was a member, I believe he's a member, I'm pretty sure it's a man, could be a woman, because it's initials, called BS on my modeling. If you're going to call BS, either you have proof, or you have a logical, you've got examples, you've got statistics, you've got something to prove me wrong. You see, I actually have the proof. Not that I fell off, but that I was modeling, and then I did do modeling. I have that. And I have proof of everything that I'm talking about, pretty much in writing. Doing the movie industry, or working with the movie industry, I have receipts of the rentals. I have receipts from the Titanic of the sale, the bill of sale for those costumes. I have it. I also have a book signed by the costumer herself, thanking me for providing these clothes. In writing, I realize my life is really unusual. Anyone in my family will tell you I had polio. Anyone in my family would tell you my mother died at 11. There's facts for that. Her death certificate. My life has been really unusual. It is not your normal life. I understand how many times people, the things I'm talking about are unbelievable, but they happened. And it's my life. And you can say, well, I just don't believe it. That's your prerogative to do that. It really is. That's a choice on your part. But when you say it, please have proof. Because I've lived this life. And it hasn't always been fun. I'm telling you the good stories. Because the bad stuff, YouTube would never accept. So I'm responding to comments. The main reason I never even wanted to start a channel was because of the comments and how cruel people are. I don't blame you for doubting many things. That's why I kept, through all these years, all the receipts. You have seen my modeling pictures because I've had them on here. That's part of my portfolio. You have seen many photos from my portfolio. Not all of them. Oh, no. But many. Many you have seen. So I did take the classes. I did pay for it. I did pay for a portfolio. And I did do 2 modeling gigs that were just horrendous. I've stated then, I'm the worst model anybody could have. I was very self-conscious. I had no confidence. None. This helped me build some. It was very important for me to do this. And I did this on my own because I wanted to succeed in management. You behave, the better you fit in, the more money you make, the more higher up you go. And I did want to make money, and I did want to go higher. So it was my decision, not anybody else's. Nobody forced me to do anything. I understand they give classes now, and they should. You should. It's a different world. And there's good and bad in everything. And there's good and bad in everything when it comes to, I've had several comments. Many people don't feel that what you put out, you get back. Again, that's up to you. That's your prerogative. My glass is always half full. I still believe it. I do realize that I am only of one culture. I can't speak for other cultures, and I don't try to. I'm speaking from my viewpoint, my opinion, and how I've lived, and my culture. I can't speak for others, and I hope that I'm not trying to. I'm giving my opinion. So, there is never a time that I want to offend someone. But I'm sure that I will. Just because of my opinion, my upbringing, whatever. Anyone can take offense at anything. It's their prerogative. They're the ones, not me, that's choosing this. I'm only giving my opinion. And it is my channel, guys, so I'm going to keep talking, and I'm going to keep giving my thoughts. They're my thoughts, my stories, what my life was about. It's really up to whether you want to believe it or not. I don't have to prove it. Even though I do have the information. I don't have to prove it to anybody. It's my life. I'm the one who lived it. And if I'm lying about it, then I've lived a lie. And I don't think I have. So, for those naysayers, I'm very sorry, that you feel that way. But it's really your feelings and not mine. This is my opinion. It has no importance to anybody else. This is my story. Not yours, not this person. It's my story. And whether you believe it or not, that's up to you. So I'm going to end this. Been talking a little bit long on this. But I did want to respond to some particular comments. And I try not to delete too many people. If you're If it's your first comment and you're being a jerk, you're out of here. If it's your 40th or 50th comment, and most of them have been really, really nice, I think twice. One comment doesn't mean I need to delete you. It means your misinterpretation of something you've presented as fact, which may not be true. Or it may be. So I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate everyone who watches and comments. I do appreciate the comments, but they are just comments, and they are your opinion. And yes, I have bad comments. I leave a lot of them up. I take a lot of them down. It depends on how nasty they get and how offended I might be at that time. Okay? So I'm going to stick with It's My Story, and I'm going to stick with it because it is my life. I thank you for watching, sharing, and commenting, liking. I'll see you next time, and I give you my love.